welcome my dear students of 4th primary. How are you? Now we start to study topics like arrays, multiplication, and multiples in primary 3. We continued this study in primary 4 since the beginning of unit 5. We learned comparing values by multiplying, as well as forming and solving equations. In concept 2 of unit 5, we will proceed هنكمل with this study with new properties. Let's start with lesson 4, Commutative Property of Multiplication. In our lesson today, we are going to study how to explain the commutative property of multiplication. We will also study how to apply the commutative property to solve problems with an unknown number. Let's start our lesson today with Access on page 209. In Access, we have a fun game using toy cars. We will play this game with our friends, and let's welcome our friends today. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
What's your name?
My name is Tia.
Tia, lovely name. Do you like Matthew, Tia?
Yes.
So much?
Yes.
Okay, are you ready to play with me?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine.
What's your name?
My name is Ahmed.
Ahmed. I like this name very much. Okay, do you like cars?
Yes.
You like to play with cars?
Yes.
Okay, let's play together.
Yes.
Are you ready, both of you?
Yes.
طيب, now Tia and Ahmed have each one has 8 cars. كل واحد معاه 8 cars. أنا عايزاهم يرتبوهم in rows and columns in their own way. تعرفوا ترتبوا الكارز دول؟
Yes.
كل واحد بطريقته بقى، أوكي؟
Yes.
يلا let's start.
Okay.
يلا. Now, Ahmed and Tia, have you finished?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Show me, Tia, what did you make? Yes, wow. How many rows do you have here, Tia?
4.
4 rows, yes. These are 4 rows, and how many columns?
2.
2 columns, excellent. What about Ahmed? Hey, Ahmed, you have how many rows?
2.
2. This 1 and 2, and how many columns, Ahmed, do you
4.
have? Yes, 4 columns. Super boy and girl. Okay. Now, Tia, I want to ask you a question. عايز أسألك حاجة يا تيا. تعرفي ترتبهم لي بطريقة تانية؟
Yes, I will arrange it 1 row.
1 row. طب show me كده. Yeah, you mean beside each others?
Yes.
Okay. One row. Okay. طيب, you mean 1 row and 8 columns?
Yes.
Because they are 8 cars beside each others?
Yes.
Okay, very nice. طيب, أحمد, can you arrange it in another way?
Yes.
تقدر ترتبهم لي بطريقة تانية؟ وريني
1
كده.
column.
Show me. Yeah, look, Ahmed. Yeah, okay. طيب, this is very well. طيب, أنا مبسوطة منكم جدا. You make it in 2 different ways, right?
Yes.
Okay. طيب, دلوقتي بعد ما شفنا تيا وأحمد هما بيرتبوا الكارز بطرق مختلفة, I know that you got many ideas while trying to organize the cars into rows and columns. Now, thank you so much, Tia and Ahmed. Tia, can you bring the cars, please? Thank you, حبيبتي, so much. Ahmed, please, can you bring the cars? Thank you so much. Thank you, Ahmed. Okay, thank you. طيب, now we will have another activity. We will play it all together, برضو with Tia and Ahmed. But I want to explain it for you first. الactivity التانية دي هنلعبها بالcards. Each one هيختار من الcards وهياخد 2 cards. كل كارد الفيرست كارد هيرسمه بالروز والسكند كارد هنرسمه in columns. تعالوا كده اشرح لكم هنعمل ايه. طيب, تعالوا نشوف بقى هنلعب الجيم دي ازاي. دلوقتي لو انا خدت 2 كاردز, الفيرست كارد كان 2 يبقى انا عندي 2 ايه 2 روز. طب والسكند كارد كان 4 يبقى انا عندي 4 columns. تعالوا نرسمها كده مع بعض. انا دلوقتي عندي 2 روز و4 columns 1 2 3 4 يبقى 2 rows like this و 4 columns. Okay, 2 rows و 4 columns. طيب, وبعدين هعمل ايه؟ I'll switch بقى. هغير بدل rows هيبقى columns وبدل columns هيبقى rows. يبقى here I have 2 rows و 4 columns. أنا عايزة العكس بقى، هرسمها 2 and 4. 2 columns و 4 rows like this. Okay? Here is 2 and here is 4 columns. 2 columns 4 rows. طيب is it easy؟ طيب تعالوا دلوقتي بقى نلعب الجيم مع تيا وأحمد. The card games. Are you ready تيا and أحمد؟
Yes.
Okay, come يا تيا. تيا, here are your cards. يلا تيا, take 2 cards from here. Okay, show me. 7 and 4. Okay, can you draw them in rows and columns?
Yes.
Okay, so take this chart to draw on it and take your pens. Thank you. Ahmed, come please. Here are your cards. Ahmed, can you take 2 cards from here? Show me, Ahmed, your numbers. 5 and 9. Can you draw it?
Yes.
In rows and columns? Okay, take your chart, Ahmed. Here's your chart. Draw in it and take your pens. Yalla, are you ready to draw?
Yes.
Okay, yalla, let's start. في number هرسمه row و number هرسمه column, okay? طيب now Ahmed and Tia, have you finished?
Yes.
You finished خلاص?
Yes.
طيب show me. Okay, show me Tia, where are your numbers? You have what and what?
4 and 7.
4 and 7. Okay, so how many rows do you draw?
4.
You draw 4 rows. Yes, I see 4 rows. And how many columns?
7.
7 columns? Yes, here I see 7 columns. Super يا Tia. طيب show me يا أحمد كده. Show me your numbers.
Yes.
Show me your numbers. These are your numbers? 5 and what?
5 and 9.
5 and 9? Okay,
Yes.
so you draw how many rows يا أحمد?
9.
You draw how many rows? I see you draw
5.
5 rows, right? And you draw how many columns?
9.
Yes, here I see 9 columns. Super يا أحمد. طيب Tia, now you make 4 rows and 7 columns, right?
Yes.
طيب can you write the equation? تقدري تكتبي
Yes.
الإيكويشن يا Tia؟
Yes.
يلا write it كده with very big number. Yes. Okay, Tia wrote 4 times 7. Very good. طيب أحمد, here you have 5 rows and 9 columns, right? Can you write the equation?
Yes.
يلا write it in very big numbers. Yes. Okay, Ahmed wrote 5 times 9, which is very good. Okay. طيب تعالوا بقى نكمل الجيم بتاعتنا. Now, Ahmed and Tia. I will start with Tia. Tia, can you replace the columns and rows?
Yes.
تقدري تعملي بدل rows columns وبدل columns rows؟
Yes.
يعني دلوقتي انت رسمتي 4 rows و7 columns. Can you replace them؟
Yes.
يعني هنرسم 7 rows, right? And 4 columns. يلا. أحمد the same. Can you replace the columns and rows? تقدر
Yes.
ترسمهم لي بالعكس؟
Yes.
Okay. 5 will be columns and 9 will be rows.
Yes.
يلا show me. Yes, Ahmed now drawing 9 rows and 5 columns. Super يا أحمد. And Tia is drawing 7 rows and 4 columns.
I'm finished.
You finished?
Yes.
Okay, I'm waiting for Tia. Now have you finished, Tia?
Yes.
Okay, show me. طيب, I will start with Tia. Tia, tell me عملت إيه يا Tia?
I drew 4 columns and 7
rows. Yes. Can you write the equation now?
Yes.
Yellow with a very big. Yes, Tia, right. Very big handwriting. Super يا Tia. 7 times 4. Show me يا أحمد. عملت إيه يا أحمد؟
عملت 4 rows.
Yes.
و 9 columns.
rows and
5 columns.
5 columns. Excellent. طيب, can you write the equation here يا أحمد?
Yes.
Yellow is very big handwriting. Yes,
Right.
Ahmed wrote 9 times 5. Excellent يا أحمد. Very good. Okay. طيب, أنا عايزة أقول لكم حاجة يا أحمد وتيا. Can you count the squares you have? All the squares you have?
Yes.
يلا count it and tell me the answer. Each one count.
$45.
45. So write the answer in both sides. Yes, up and down.
28.
28. So write 28 up and down. طيب, now Yatia, you say that the answer is 28, right? طيب, what do you notice here, Yatia? The two answers are the same or different?
The same.
You see that the two answers are the same?
Yes.
And you, ya Ahmed?
The same.
The same in the two answers?
Yes.
طيب, that means if we make 4 times 7 and 7 times 4, it will give me the same answer. And this is what is called the commutative property. Okay, this is what we call commutative property of multiplication. Okay, thank you, Tia and Ahmed, so much.
Thanks.
I was happy to see you today. It was very interesting playing with you today.
Yes.
You are happy?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much and see you again, inshallah.
Thanks.
Okay?
Thanks.
And now, after we have finished our game, let's continue our lesson all together. And after we played our game and understood it and knew how to use the commutative property of multiplication, we know that it doesn't affect the product. البرودكت زي ما هو ما بيتأثرش خالص. Now let's move to connect on page 211 in your school book. Let's see it. طيب, here in connect, as you see, here's connect part. We have a problem, we need to solve it. تعالوا نحلها كده مع بعض. This problem. Here's this problem, the connect part. طيب, now there are 42 people who want to play football. عندي 42 people want to play football. Badr says that you can make 6 teams with 7 people in each team. وسلمى قالت, يا بدر قال 6 teams with 7 people. سلمى قالت ايه؟ سلمى قالت you can make 7 teams with 6 people. ده كان كلام سلمى. Okay. طيب, now who is correct؟ مين اللي صح فيهم؟ Use numbers, words and pictures to explain your thinking. I will give you some time to think and please use numbers, words, factor multiplication, product, equation, array, commutative property of multiplication. Use all this and you can use also row and columns and pictures to explain and share your thinking. I'm sure that many of us would say that the opinion of both بدر, كلنا أو معظمنا هيقول إن بدر وسلمى الانسر بتاعهم كان correct. However, our opinion may be different. آرائنا ممكن تختلف. Some of you would say, ممكن حد فيكم يقول لي that they did nothing except that they commuted the two numbers, بدلوا numbers and in commutation in multiplication. طيب, doesn't change the final outcome. يعني لما بدل numbers, الاوتكم بيفضل زي ما هو. طيب ناس تانية ممكن تقول لي أو ترسم an array of 6 rows and 7 columns and another array of 7 rows and 6 columns, and they will find the number of squares in the two arrays is a 42. هيلاقوا نفس الانسر بالظبط. طيب some of you would use the definition. ممكن حد يستخدم بقى definition that was introduced at the beginning of the lesson, that the commutative property of multiplication means that we can multiply the factors in any order. The product will always be the same. البرودكت هيفضل زي ما هو مش هيتغير. All these opinions, كل الانسرز والopinions دي will be correct. اوكي؟ طيب لأن أنا لو عملت 6 times 7 هي نفسها 7 times 6 it will gives me the same answer، وهو ده الcommutative property اللي احنا بنتكلم عليه today. طيب here in practice on page 212 in the book, let's see. Here's the practice part. We can find some practice problems like the ones we have solved in build. I will give you some time to think about the first two problems, these two problems, and then we will continue with the rest of the exercise. Here the first two problems are solved by commuting the numbers, changing the numbers. Commuting means changing the numbers, exactly like the ones we have solved before. زي اللي احنا عملناه بالظبط المرة اللي فاتت. طيب, let's see the first one. Here in number 1. 5 times 7 equals what times 5? Yes, changing the numbers. 5 times 7 هي نفسها 7 times 5, right? طيب, let's move to problem number 2. Problem number 2 is asking me 20 times what equals 6 times 20. Yes, if I change the numbers, 6 times 20 هي نفسها 20 times, yes, 20 times 6. Now we have something new in problem 3. Problem 3 دي بقى مختلفة شوية. He want to know letter A. مديني letter A unknown وعايز يعرف A equals what. طب تعالوا نقراها كده مع بعض. 33 times 4 هي نفسها equals 4 times what? Okay? As you can see 4 is repeated in both sides. السايد ده فيه 4 والسايد ده كمان فيه 4. طيب but its place changed. غيرت المكان بتاعها. So what is the number that was replaced by A? ال A دي equals what? Yes, ال A equals 33. طيب ده معناه ايه؟ ان ال both sides لازم يبقى عندي نفس ال numbers in both sides. Now we will do the same in problem number 3. Problem number 4. Let's see. Here problem number 4 بيقول لي ايه؟ B times 9 equals 9 times 8. طيب B equals what? Yes, تعالوا نشوف كده. Here in both sides I have 9. So B equals what? Yes, of course B equals 8. يبقى B equals 8. طيب. So problem number 5. Let's move to problem number 5 here. In problem number 5 بيقول لي ايه؟ بيقول لي مستر صالح has 24 beans. مستر صالح معاه 24 beans. Write an equation using the commutative property of multiplication عشان ايه؟ To describe two ways he can arrange his beans. Okay? طيب. Of course here we can use any two factors of 24. طيب مين يعرف يقول لي الفاكتورز بتاع 24؟ مش الفاكتورز بتوع 24 اللي هو 2 times two numbers times each other to get 24 زي ايه؟ Yes, زي 1 times 24. هو مش 1 times 24 gives me 24. طيب وايه تاني؟ Yes, زي 2 times 12. مش 2 times 12 gives me 24. What else? Yes, 3 times 8 gives me 24. And what else? Yes, 4 times 6 gives me 24. Right? طيب أنا ممكن أعملها بطريقة تانية اللي هي إيه؟ Yes, ممكن أقول إن 1 times 24 هي نفسها 24 times 1. Right? وممكن أقول إن 2 times 12 هي نفسها 12 times 2. And what else? ممكن أقول 3 times 8 equals 8 times 3 and 4 times 6 هي نفسها 6 times 4. Right? At the end of the lesson, and by getting back to our targets today, we will definitely realize that we have achieved them throughout the lesson's activities. Now we have also practiced how to explain the commutative property of multiplication and how to apply the commutative property to solve the problems with an unknown number. عرفنا لما يكون عندي unknown number بجيبه ازاي بطريقة ال commutative property. You can also check your understanding by scanning the QR code on page 209 in your school book. Thank you so much and see you next lesson.